What's going on, guys? Wise Gamer here. We're back with another indie gameplay of Action Henk, playing as Retro's 90 Henk, which is only fitting for these retro 90s levels in Back to the City. And guys, I'm doing another post-commentary like I did in the last couple videos, because these levels are insane. And as you can see, I haven't even finished Action Henk's bonus level, which is for the final character unlock. I don't know if I'm ever going to finish it. It's very, very difficult. I would have to sit down for probably a few hours. So these levels here are insane, and basically the way they work is a whole bunch of trial and error you'll be able to get out. So you have to do everything you've ever learned about the game to perfection to be able to get this done. So you're basically going to get out of the little fishbowl in the beginning. You can see I still fail on these sometimes even here. So I cut up this last section, by the way, into 2 videos just because it's so long. But yeah, so you get out of the little fishbowl, you gotta jump into here, slide around, jump at the right area, you're gonna get enough height to be able to climb that wall. You can see I got really close that time. And if I make it look easy to get out of this bowl, it's not really easy. I mean, once you get it down, it's easy, don't get me wrong. But it's pretty difficult at first. I mean, there was a while where I couldn't even get out of the bowl. I kept launching off to the left for some reason instead of out to the right, which, you know, to the left is just death. So yeah, it's basically like this crazy like double jumping up walls that are curved, and you can see there, you know, I kept hitting and failing and stuff too, so just even getting out of the bowl is difficult. And then once you get out of that, you got that really big climb, and after that it's kind of easy-ish. It's kind of past the hard part, but basically this bowl, it just takes some practice and you'll get it down. Getting out of the bowl, the next obstacle there that you saw me fail a few times, is probably my least obstacle in the entire game. You have to climb up this thing, just get like enough height to get out of there, and it's just very, very difficult. You can see that it's just a matter of like, if you miss a jump by just like a tad little bit when you're trying to jump up that vertical wall, you're gonna mess up. If you don't get enough speed here, you're gonna mess up. It's just so many different things that could happen. And on that one I jumped just a tad too early, so I lowered my momentum a little bit, and you know, just stuff like that. So, as I played through these levels, I will tell you, like, they took me a very long time, and I gotta give a quick shout out to, I believe it's the Bone Brothers YouTube channel. I apologize I didn't check beforehand, but he has videos actually on how to get gold medal in all of these, like step-by-step tutorials, slowed down replays, everything, and they were really great. So, you know, one thing I did want to mention too, I just remembered, so I just restarted a checkpoint instead of the very beginning after failing there, and you see I just did it again. The reason why I'm doing that is the gold medalist actually messes up multiple times and has to restart with checkpoints. So if you miss that first, like getting out of the bowl thing, you might want to, you know, just restart, because at that point, I mean, you're so early on, you might as well keep going. But if you miss anything else, like just restart at the checkpoint, because it's definitely worth it on these levels to do that, and you'll still be able to get gold. So this one's kind of like a hip-hop back and forth, left and right. You gotta get enough speed and land perfectly to hit that ramp. If you don't do that, you have to restart like I just did. So you hit that perfectly, jump pretty much anywhere in that loop to get enough speed, which I jumped too short. Hit that ramp, jump, 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 slide, jump anywhere into the top of that ramp to be able to get enough speed, and then land in there. And you can see I'm not jumping at the top of that loop there. Gold has finally caught up to me, and now any mistakes he has, he's going to start catching up to me too. So there we go, I landed perfectly into the next ramp, I'm able to get out, and there's the finish of the level. So that's the first one. Still beat gold by 7 seconds even after restarting the checkpoint multiple times. And basically to get rainbow on these, I have rainbow, almost gotten rainbow on one of them. It was really, really close, like maybe half a second or something like that. You have to basically have 0 mistakes on any of these. So this next one's a hookshot insane level. And you can see it took me a little bit to get used to it here. Gold, I don't know what he does. He seems to spin around a few times to build up momentum or something like that. You don't really need to. You can kind of spin around, let go, spin around, let go, jump up here, and get the first checkpoint. That's an easy one. You're going to jump way out there. You're going to want to try to get as much speed on the ramp as you can, which I did not do, which caused me to try to do the super long wall jump, which just was not happening. I think I might even restart because it's just taking me so long. But then again, I'm still ahead of gold. He's still failing. You can see he just fell short again. He's going to restart again here. So there we go. I'm still ahead of gold, so I kept going actually. Swing up, hit this checkpoint. It's another long swing where basically instead of getting lots of momentum like that, you're going to want to like swing left, kind of get a lot of space between your really long rope on the hook, and then get up there that way. This one's the one that gives me the most challenge. Basically I have to swing down, hit those boosters with as much momentum as you can, jump up, hit these boosters, and then you're going to jump across and get to that ramp. For some reason it gives me a lot of trouble if you don't get enough momentum. It can just really screw you over. And then that one there, I was just a little bit short. If I had just a little more speed I would have got it. So when you restart at the checkpoint you have to start back here, and that's probably why it gives me the most trouble. But I mean, it's all about getting enough speed coming out of there to be able to get into it. And I think gold has passed me at this point. Oh no, it looks like he actually reset, so I'm good there. But I wound up resetting the entire level just because, you know, it wasn't worth it to continue. Gold was going to be passing me up. So here we go again, kind of starting up, and you can see, you know, even after I practice these some and I've gotten gold medals on them, you know, a couple times now, you still have to go through and just take your time with everything, and don't be afraid to restart at a checkpoint if it's gonna, you know, help you out there. Now, I've done this part way better before. I don't know why I'm failing so hard on it. I think I get it the right way, where you can swing up and you can get pretty much all the height you need. There you go. And then you're gonna swing up, get to this platform here, no problem. Those ones are pretty easy. This one, I usually swing, like I said, left and right some, so I kind of go to the right, and I swing all the way to the left, get plenty of height and momentum, and then swing up and you'll clear that platform with no issue at all. I'm sure there's a more efficient way, that's just the way I do it. This one here, I always swing way too early like that, and don't get enough speed coming up this ramp. But you know, you can reset at the checkpoint, you're still going to be ahead of gold. So the other thing to note is, look how long these levels are taking. So to get gold medal, it's something like 1.5 minutes on this level, maybe a little bit longer. And I mean, like Rainbow is something like 36 seconds. So I mean, it's obviously one of those things where if you want to get Rainbow, you're going to need to be perfect. But for gold medal though, I mean, you don't have to be perfect. He resets a lot on all of these levels too, and there's such a long level set that you know, it really doesn't hurt to do that at all. You can totally take your time, you'll be perfectly fine. This one here, I think gold did pass me up in the next section, and for some reason I'm just falling short constantly here. I think it's just enough momentum coming up the ramps here. I was jumping a little bit too early, but there we go. Well, you want to swing up and hit that bumper at the top, and that's what's causing me to fail here and not get enough momentum to get up to the very top here. So if you hit that bumper, it gets you enough speed down the ramp, and at this point I'm just kind of practicing. I know that I've probably lost the gold medal, but I just wanted to practice and try to get this down. So there we go, I hit the bumper right, now I can get enough speed and momentum to be able to land up there at the top. And gold did beat me, but only by 28 seconds, which if you look at, you know, such a long map like that, it really isn't that long, I guess, when you talk about, you know, 1.5 minutes for the gold medalist, or 1:20 something for the gold medalist. So I believe this time here I do finally finish a level, but you can see why I've split these into longer videos, just because, or I should say split them into 2 videos, because they were just such a long stage, and it's very, very hard to finish these maps, and why I had to do the commentary afterwards too, for that matter. So I kind of failing a lot here in the beginning. Usually I can get that swing pretty quickly, so I think I just reset the entire map. Just wasn't worth it at that point to keep going. It's just really, really slow. So I'm actually a little bit behind gold at this point, and I do catch him on this end here. I mean, you can see he fails, and I believe he resets at the checkpoint eventually here. I don't know what's going on with me and like why I was failing so hard on this portion of it. I think I was just getting frustrated that I had to do this level so many times. So I'm like 4.5 seconds behind gold, so unless I get this part perfectly, I'm not going to pass him up. But you know, we'll see what we do here. So we are in front of him right now, we get to the end, and we fail to jump again. So if we can keep it up, I mean, if we can get it this time maybe, then we might still be able to beat gold, but he just did the launch perfectly, I believe. And yeah, at this point we definitely failed, because gold's going to be finishing right about now, and probably going to have to reset the level one more time. So yeah, you can see, I mean, even with like having a bad start like I did there though, there are definitely opportunities to beat gold still. You just gotta really be on your game with everything. So finally decided, yeah, gold's, you know, beating my ass there. I gotta definitely reset here. So let's go and swing around this time. We'll go again and, you know, get up here. First obstacle's pretty easy. This little ramp thing is easy as well. Not hard at all. If you get it down, you can finally get the timing down and not have to hip hop around like I did in the first time I went onto the level here. A lot of momentum, get that swing right as well. Jump a little bit shallow there so you don't have to swing around as many times either. I thought that was kind of funny that I kind of stalled out. I could have let go, but I didn't, just because I thought it was kind of interesting how that worked, and I had time to kill. I mean, gold isn't hard to get on here because they give you so many mistakes. It's just a matter of, you know, hey, you can only mess up so many times before we say that, you know, gold medalist needs to pass you. So even with that big old stall, I was still about 11 seconds ahead of gold. So I mean, it's not an issue there at all. Got this down, hit the bumper, and we missed it, but we're gonna try anyway. And I think we're gonna fall short. So yeah, if you don't hit that bumper, you're gonna fall short. I don't think there's a way to get it without hitting that bumper. We'll see. I mean, maybe I do finish it that way, but there we go. Hit the bumper. Should have jumped, but I didn't, to get a little extra speed off that loop, and that's what caused me to fail on that portion of it too. So all of these levels, I mean, I say it all the time, especially as they get difficult, you have to be like pixel perfect to be able to finish them properly. And I mean, that's what the game's about, right? Like, this is insane difficulty. Of course you gotta be pixel perfect to be able to finish the most insane levels properly, but this time, you know, we finally got really close. We were only 6.5 seconds behind, so we're gonna finish it out. This is probably gonna be the last level of this video. I don't think I had time to get the next one in, but we'll make sure that we go into the next level and get that all done and everything too on the next video. So I'll try to get that up for you guys tomorrow, just because I want to make sure that they're linear, especially being the, you know, last levels of the game. So something I always talk about too is just the design of the game. I was really happy to find that there was these insane levels. At first, I mean, I was tweeting out to Rage with the makers of the game, and I was like, these are insane. Like, insane is a proper term. I don't know how anyone has ever finished these levels. And they were laughing and they're like, well, yeah, you know, we wanted it to be a challenge, that type of thing. And, you know, now I have gold on all of them, and I don't know, a few hundred people have finished each one of the maps last time I checked on the leaderboards there. So, I mean, it's definitely doable. The coin challenge at the end is something I don't think I'll ever be able to get on camera. It's just something that is going to take me a very long time, and there's unfortunately like no tutorial guide or anything that has helped me with it that I've been able to find. So that one, I don't know, the coin challenge for Action Henk, the African American Action Henk with an A instead of an E, don't think I'm ever going to get that one done, but we'll see. So that being said, guys, we finally got this done. New personal best. I beat gold by 20 seconds there with a couple mistakes still. You guys can do it too. It's just going to take a long time. You can see 377 people finish this. So I appreciate your time, guys. We'll see you tomorrow for the next video.